We welcome now Mike Kinnison, the Director of Athletics at Delta State University. Hey, Mike, good to see you, man.
Hey, Gerard. Good morning. It's been a few minutes, but good to see you again, too, man.
Full disclosure to the audience, Mike and I used to have fun playing church softball a long time ago. And I want the folks to know there's no more fierce competitor than Mike Kinnison, I guarantee you.
Well, some of that does diminish with time, but those were great days. And I know you would say the same thing, that we had a lot of great friendships and a lot of interactions with great people during those times. So I look on them very positively. Yeah.
No doubt. All right, so
haven't done that in a while, though.
Yes, sir. I hear you. It kind of passed those days up. But great memories we still hold of all that, no doubt.
That's right.
Tell us what's going on with this Night of Champions at Delta State.
Yeah, well, thanks for giving the opportunity to come on and push that a little bit. The Night of Champions for us is our annual fundraiser dinner. It has multiple dimensions to it. We do so many of the things that with our corporate sponsors and community people and fans and patrons. But, of course, we have silent auctions, live auctions. We have a dinner. It's actually catered by Elizabeth High School and her crew. So we have a lot of great things going on with it. But the highlight is always a featured speaker. This is an annual fundraiser for us. It lets us supplement our athletic budget. But, I think it's even more important that it's an opportunity for people in our area, people who want to come in to be exposed to some individuals that we bring in that you just don't get a chance to hear from every day. Last year it was Archie Manning, and he's a Mississippi Delta guy. He's from this area originally and has a lot of connections, and that was very positive for us. And this year it's Mike Matheny. Mike Matheny, the former catcher and manager of the St. Louis Cardinals, and he comes in to visit with us, and I'm really excited about it. I have learned that Mike Matheny is just a humble, genuine, fine person, and has a lot of layers and dimensions to him. And I'm excited for the people who will be here at our event to hear from him and learn more about who he is.
Played with the Cardinals. I mean, a fantastic catcher. Played in the World Series as well, and then was manager, right, in the major league ranks. Quite the career.
Correct. Outstanding catcher with the Cardinals for about 11 years, I think. But he still holds some records for defensive. He was four-time Gold Glove guy. He went 100 straight games without an error. He still holds, I think, the Major League Baseball consecutive games without an error record. And all those things are so positive. He stays out of baseball a couple of years, kind of works with their minor league organization, and then he goes back as their manager in 2011, 2012. But anyway, the first 4 years, he takes that team to a divisional playoff, and that's never been done before or since. There hadn't been a manager that's taken their teams to 4 straight divisional playoffs in their first 4 years. But, we're excited to have him, and what I've learned about him through some mutual friends in the baseball business is, as I said, he has a lot of dimensions to him. First of all, the baseball thing. He's played with and managed so many good players like Albert Pujols and Yadier Molina and some of those guys. And so he has all of those stories that he can talk about and all those interactions. Then there's the manager side. He took the Cardinals to the World Series and, 1 year and has had great success doing that. But now Mike has really carved a spot or a niche, I think, for youth sports and parent involvement in youth sports. He has a platform there that he shares. He's written 3 books. He's an accomplished author, and 2 of those books are on youth sports. The perils and pitfalls of travel sports and parent involvement, and in short, just a general role that he feels like parents should play in their child's development. He also is a great person of faith with a great personal testimony. He's written a third book about living the Christian lifestyle, but he had a near death scare with a brain hemorrhage that required emergency surgery, and he beat the odds on that. And so he has a great testimony there. And as I said, it's just a lot of dimensions, whether it's baseball, an advocate for youth sports, personal testimony of faith. He's also a great philanthropist. He and his wife, Kristen, have started a Catch 22 Foundation, which plays off of his number. He was number 22 of the Cardinals. And it is a foundation that has been in existence now for over 10 years to serve underprivileged youth, underprivileged children, disabled, handicapped, but also those who, foster children, things of that type. So whichever direction you engage him, he really is very knowledgeable. And as I mentioned earlier, he's just a very humble, genuine person who has no artificial airs about him. And just like Archie Manning, just very down to earth and easy to work with.
Yeah. Mike, you, of course, been a very successful coach. You've been around the baseball business professionally, really for the majority of your professional career and your life. You've run across lots of people like this, have you not, that have had tremendous success, like Mike Matheny, like Archie Manning, and there's a long list of others. It's amazing how generous they are and how much they want to give back.
It really is. And as you interact with them, and we know they're not all that way, there's exceptions, but it is so refreshing when you engage or have interactions with someone like this, and they're just so easy to work with. And he wants everything to just be done where, the focus is on a message he brings and not so much on him. You work with him on logistics, you work with him on venue and things of that type. And he's just a very down-to-earth, humble guy, which speaks so well for the success that he has had and the great respect that, there is. I've learned that also in trying to, make connections and research him a little bit. You never hear anyone that doesn't say, boy, what a great guy, and you're lucky to have him. And as I said earlier, we're just excited about having him come share with the people. It's tonight here, and we have it on campus. We have a kind of a meet and greet, corporate sponsor engagement with him early, and then we have a dinner with centers around, as I mentioned, some of the other events we have. But it's a great night for us, and what we want is we want it to be an opportunity for people who come to be exposed to someone that they don't get to have contact with every day, and hear just what you and I are discussing this morning about how these people do have another side to them, and they're successful, and they've have quite an impressive resume. But certainly in his case, in Archie Manning's case, they give so much more than they take and receive. That's the highlight, I think, for us, is to be able to present a program like this where people can learn that.
That's awesome. So we've spoken to Dr. Enos. It's been a couple of months, but he gave a fairly positive report on the status of the university, particularly from a financial perspective. Tell us what's going on in your world in athletics at Delta State.
Well, we have, encountered some of the same difficulties over the last 2 or 3 years. There are no secret. It's been well publicized, and we have had to make a lot of adjustments in what we do and how we do it. But the good news is we've weathered that storm to this point. We have not lost any of our programs. We have not lost any of our positions and people. Now, that's not true all across campus. There have been some programs cut, and there have been some people that have lost jobs. But in athletics, we have found ways to, you go to plan B and C sometimes and try and make those things work. So we do things a little different. But fast forward a year or two later after going through this, we're in a much better position. There are positives.
Good.
We're looking forward to the upcoming athletic season. Our football team projects another good year. They've, have
Yep.
had a lot of success, and we open up August 28th here against Central Missouri. So that kicks off the year, and we're looking forward to it.
Good luck with that, and I know you have a great night tonight, a night of champions at Delta State University. We've been talking to Mike Kinnison. He's the director of athletics there. Good to talk to you, Mike. Enjoyed it, man. Thanks.
You too, Gerard. Thanks for having us on.
You bet. We're coming right back in the Element Wealth